I had been nervous to call myself a poet for a very long time, despite the fact that I wrote poetry all the time. It was an absolute game changer to have someone look at me, in this case, a large organization, and have them say, "You're a poet," because then I could start to see myself as one. My project for my year of service with National Student Poets was to create and teach a curriculum of poetry and some prose for elementary school students. This project is personal to me because I had a very difficult time finding writing programs and curriculum for myself when I was a kid. I was initially very hesitant about doing Zoom workshops because I was worried about these young kids I was teaching getting Zoom fatigue and just tiring themselves out during one of the hardest years of their lives so far. But I was very lucky to have a group of kids that was incredibly passionate about writing. At the start of every single workshop, I would go around the Zoom room and ask the kids to describe how they were feeling in a few words. Layla?
I'm feeling quite nice, but at the same time tired when I come after school.
This not only allowed them to practice choosing descriptive words that they could then use in their poetry, but it also allowed them time and space to reflect on their own feelings. The most important thing I could do to make sure that they felt like the workshop was a space they could be creative and truly share was to give them options. One of the biggest points of nerves and anxiety among the students was sharing their work and reading their work aloud. But that's a fantastic way to build community and a fantastic way to put yourself out there. So I wanted to make sure I was giving them as many options as possible to put themselves out there in this way. Some of the students would read their own work aloud. Some of the students would request for me or another student or teacher to read their work aloud, and some would paste it in the chat for others to read. I'm really starting to see them gain confidence in both writing and sharing that writing, which I couldn't be more excited about. It was a beautiful thing to see these kids sharing their work even though they were nervous. I learned that leadership is something that is made up of those small decisions, those small ways of trying to reach out to others and make them feel more comfortable. And it reminded me that even when, and even especially when I'm nervous to do something, it leads to beautiful experiences.